Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Dale Allen Hoffman, coming to you from here in my home of Asheville, North Carolina, the Appalachian City of Light on a mountain where we live overlooking the city. I wanted to introduce you just for a few brief moments to someone named Carol Rothman. Carol's been in my mentoring, my one-on-one mentorship program it's been right around 3 months. She signed up for the 3 months and then re-upped to do another 3 months before her 3 months was even over. Actually, I think we just surpassed her 3 months, somewhere in that area. Carol's one of those ones that went full on, wide open, went in and really put, I don't know if the pedal to the metal is the phrase, but she really went in full blown, was doing everything that I was sharing her with her to be able to open up the energy body and to go through these incredible evolutionary shifts that were happening right now, that are happening for us with humanity. So I just wanted to introduce you to her. Her little chunk here is about 8 minutes long, and then I'll come back and say hello again after she's done.
Hello everyone, my name is Carol Rothman and I wanted to share with you my experience mentoring with Dale Allen Hoffman. For 30 years I've actually been a seeker of spiritual truth. I've also been into personal development, self-improvement, creating a new life, and then of course we all heard about the law of attraction, and then I realized, well, now I'm a co-creator and I'm going to make this extraordinary life. And after 30 years of doing that, I was quite frankly exhausted, and I almost gave up on myself. And then I met Dale. I found him and entered his mentorship program. And I have to say, I jumped right in and I started doing exactly what he said to do, which was, he said, Carol, you need to breathe. You need to breathe. Start breathing. And I've been familiar with breath work for a number of years. I was actually a wellness practitioner and I taught a lot of this stuff. But what I didn't realize is how much I really didn't know and that I wasn't actually applying in my own life. The thing that I did was I laid on the bed and I did this deep belly breathing. I got my belly moving and I felt the energy move. What I didn't do in my previous incarnation before meeting Dale is that I didn't actually apply this stuff right on the spot. And what I started to realize is that whenever I had an uncomfortable experience with someone or I didn't feel good, right then and there I started deep breathing. And I felt all this emotional energy move, and I felt all this past energy from stuff that went on in my life move. Really, really deep stuff that gets trapped in the energy body. And I started doing that, and then of course I realized that when I was on the call with Dale, I actually started needing to breathe while he was coaching me, breathe deeply. So instead of relating from my mind, I actually started feeling what he was saying, because he has a powerful energy field and he's transmitting really powerful energy while coaching. And so I started doing that, and I started seeing miraculous changes in my life where I started to feel at home in myself. I think he has a CD that's called At Home in Emptiness, and I started to feel that space opening up inside me, like Eckhart Tolle talks about, that spaciousness. But this is the actual tools and ways of reaching those levels of pure state of consciousness that is quite extraordinary. And so I kept breathing. And in the transmutation process of all the past energy, I started to experience a completely different perspective, a new perspective of my powerful source moving through me in such a way that all of a sudden I started popping from behind the veil. I started seeing from behind the veil true states of awakened consciousness, is what I would say, where I really started to realize that this reality that we call reality, that most of us are so busy trying to move around and move the pieces around so that we can have a better life, none of this stuff is real. It's not real. And we've heard the yogis say that for so many years, and quite frankly, there was a time in my life that I was actually pissed off by the statement. What do you mean this is not real? What if I chop off your finger? How is that not real? But what's really going on is that you are pure consciousness. I am pure consciousness. And moving that through the form in such a delicious, joyous, ecstatic experience. That's the real joy of when you know yourself as true source. And when you feel that movement going through your body and you're experiencing something completely different that most teachers are not actually teaching these days. And when I met Dale, I felt his vibration and I knew it immediately. When he put out that video of "What are you waiting for? Come on board my mentorship program," I felt an energy move me, and I knew it was the truth. Instead of me trying to regulate my life and me trying to think through my life, this was really about opening up to that pure state of love. And when an uncomfortable feeling occurs, that's the opportunity to breathe through it, to breathe and feel the power of who you are, and let that movement move you into places that you couldn't ever dream of. So if any of you are actually thinking about being in this mentorship program, I would not let this chance slip you by, because we don't know how long Dale and Loretta are going to be actually doing this mentorship program. And I just wanted to say, for those of you that are in it, I'm so glad that you're in the mentorship program, and I would also encourage just to breathe more and be present with yourself. This has really been the most ecstatic awakening of my entire life. I've had a social interaction recently where I was in such joy and I was in such a state of awareness of knowing that this is not real, and yet being in my delicious body and feeling that flow and being present to it and enjoying it and not being attached to it. And then the moment I left the establishment, like the moment I got onto the outside, onto the street again, it was like that whole experience was completely complete. I enjoyed it, I completely let it go, and I was fully present to myself right here and right now, because there's only right here and right now. And thank you so much for this opportunity for me sharing, and I hope all of you have many, many, many blessings on whatever life journey you choose. Bye now.
Well, I mean, Carol's full on. She's an amazing soul. She's really the perfect example of one who I feel gets it, because I was out on the road for so many years and I'd talk to 200 people, and I think 2 people would get it out of 200, and they'd have to skim the surface for the other 198. And that's cool. That's great. But I just needed to go deeper. And this one-on-one mentoring program's been so incredibly rewarding for me to be able to go as deep and wide as possible with each soul without needing to kind of trim it or change it or shift it because other people in the room just aren't ready, or maybe it's just too much for them to process, whatever. We're blocked out on the 1-year mentoring, we're blocked out on the 6-month mentoring, but we do still have slots for 3-month, and I want to offer something, because I've been getting asked this a lot for the past few months, to be able to do 1 month at a time. So it's going to equate to $500 for 1 month. And let's just say not even 1 month, but 4 weeks. Because really the 3-month is 12 sessions. So 1 month is 4 weeks. What you get in that is that you get a call every single week with me that is 60 minutes, maybe a little bit over. And not only do we get that call where we can go in as fast, wide, and incredibly intense or evolutionary as we need to, with whatever it is that you need, whatever you're needing in the moment, any kind of guidance, deeper insight into the ancient teachings, the Aramaic, being a spiritual teacher, whatever that may be. But you're going to get a recording of that call, an audio recording, where my end of the call is going to sound like I'm in a professional recording studio, very, very high end, not like recording off of a telephone. You'll sound like you're on a phone, but I'm going to sound it'll be very crystal clear, and you'll be able to actually listen back to those calls as many times as you want. And that's where the real insight and integration happens, is not necessarily in the calls themselves, but in the aftermath, if that's the good word, of being able to listen, repeated listening and integration. And I'll be asking you to listen in a way that you're feeling through it, much as Carol said, rather than trying to grok it all in your head. So I'm actually taking on a few more, as much as 5 more spaces for mentoring, either 3 months or 3, 2, or 1 month commitments. I'm only going to be able to take 5 more. which is more than I was originally going to, but I'm so incredibly satisfied by this. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing the mentoring. This is going to be my only year doing this, and I don't want to commit out too long. But if anyone's ready and anyone goes through their 3 months and they want to one-up, as long as it takes for you and you want to keep going, we'll keep going. You have that commitment from me. You can email AramaichealingCircle@yahoo.com or office@daleallenhoffman.com, or call 828-707-5877. That's 828-707-5877, and leave a message on our office phone, and we will get back to you. We can figure out, in terms of payment, and we can maybe do a little bit of trade, because I really want to help those that are ready now. Not the ones that are just kind of slogging, but the ones who really are ready to do it. Even if you are slogging along, if you're ready to go full on right now, let's do it. Let's dive in head first. This is an opportunity that I will not be doing forever. It's only going to last for at least through the end of this year at the most. So I say thank you for being open. Thank you to Carol for such an amazing testimonial. Incredible experience. And I say namaste to you and amen.